Lady Luck is smiling. Hey there YouTube, this is Derek or Leica101 and welcome to another video. Probably wondering why I'm wearing this awesome hat, but it's just to get into character because this video is going to be another Kygreum campaign setting video, and I'm going to be talking about my very own 20 level class that I have created, and it is entitled the Cardmaster. And this class inspiration came from Gambit, the Marvel superhero, and for any of you guys out there who play League of Legends, Twisted Fate, the Cardmaster. He's a hero that you can play in that awesome game. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this character, and I have a Word document that if anybody wants to help me playtest this class and strengths and weaknesses before it's time to go out and use it in my own campaigns, I would be more than happy to send it to you and get some feedback from all of you guys out here on YouTube. So let's get right into the class. It can be any alignment. Hit dice is a D8. The Cardmaster is a unique hero because he normally is just that guy who's out to gamble and do his own thing, but he also has a slight knack for magic. Unfortunately, he's nowhere near as powerful as, say, a sorcerer or a wizard, so he's gifted or cursed with the ability to have a little bit of magic, but it's not as strong as some of the other classes. But because he has this small knack for magic, he's learned to twist it and use it in his own unique ways. So his class skills are acrobatics, praise, bluff, climb, craft, diplomacy, escape artist, heal, intimidate, knowledge arcana, knowledge local, linguistics, perception, perform, profession, sense motive, stealth, and use magic device. Gets 7 skill ranks per level, plus his intelligence modifier, of course. The Cardmaster is proficient in only simple weapons, and in addition he's proficient with the falchion, rapier, sword cane, and swordbreaker dagger. Those last two come from the advanced player's guide, and this, by the way, is set up for Pathfinder, so if any of you aren't playing Pathfinder, sorry, I'd have to change this around for those of you, but it's made for Pathfinder, so those last two items come from the advanced player's guide. And I wanted to give him to him because, let's face it, the Cardmaster, he's exotic. He's that guy who's out and about gambling and, he's supposed to look good and be that suave, debonair kind of guy. So, I figured a sword cane, why not? That's just kind of cool. I'm just going to stand in the corner and play cards, and then you want to attack me? I have a cane, but it also doubles as a sword. I don't want to go into too much depth, but let's just suffice to say that the best ability the Cardmaster has, in my opinion, is the one that allows him to take gambling cards and throw them at his enemies and deal damage. He has an ability that is called Endue with Energy, and what this does is he takes what little magic he has control of and he funnels it into gambling cards, and with that little bit of magic he allows that card to become a projectile, and it does damage upon impact and explodes. It only deals at first 1d4 points of damage, but it scales up how the alchemist's bombs scale up. So every other odd level, or not every other, every odd level it scales up. So level 1, 1d4, then level 3, 2d4, etc., etc. Endue energy can also be placed into any weapon that the Cardmaster is proficient with. So he can add a little bit of magic damage to his spell, or not his spells, but his weapons rather. So this, I came with this ability because I wanted to feel like Gambit, the Marvel superhero, and let's face it, Gambit is always throwing cards, but he's using kinetic energy, so I wanted it to be something relatable to magic in the Pathfinder universe. And I also wanted him to be able to use stuff other than just throwing cards. So that's why I gave him the ability to put the magic into things other than just the cards. He has his card throw ability where he just can toss out the card, like I said. He also has the ability to throw anything. This means that he can just pick up something and toss it with his magical abilities tied into it. So I have a friend who is thinking about becoming a Cardmaster, and he wants to wield trays as his weapons. If any of you know the comedian Eddie Izzard and his joke about Star Wars Cantina, that's where it's coming from. If not, look up that guy, he's pretty funny. And the joke about Star Wars Canteen, it's hilarious. He's got some other abilities called Luck of the Draw, where he just kind of puts some magic into his card, funnels a little bit extra than what he normally would. However, he doesn't really know what effects are going to happen, so the Cardmaster takes a chance, he rolls a d6, tries to figure out what kind of bonus can be added to this card additionally. So we have a 1 and 2 means card of force, so it knocks the enemy down unless they make a reflex save. 3 and 4 on a d6 mean frost card, so they deal a little bit of ice damage. And 5 and 6 is Card of the Inferno. The card literally lights on fire and deals fire damage. He also has a couple of abilities that deal with the Hero deck. That is a Pathfinder product. I've done a review on it before, so if you guys want to check that out, learn a little bit more about the Hero deck. What else does he have? He also has a couple of abilities that allow him to get away from situations because, let's face it, if he's a gambler like the Cardmaster is supposed to be, then he's going to be cheating at card games with his abilities, tossing cards out across the table and then kind of, making sure he gets the best hand. So he's probably going to get caught once in a while, so he's going to need to get away. So he has an ability that comes from, I believe it's the Curse of the Crimson Throne Player's Guide called Shingle Runner. Originally a feat, I've reworked it, and what it allows is the Cardmaster can run across rooftops in order to get away from situations. He also has an ability called Wild Card, and that allows him to throw 3 cards instead of just the normal 1. So he takes 3 cards and just hurls them at you, and they can be used to attack a single target or up to 3 targets. Then I'm skipping around here so that way you can just get a feel for what the class is all about. He has an ability called Card Walk. This is all higher end stuff. Card Walk allows him to teleport in a flurry of cards up to 25 feet, so he just teleports instantly. He has an ability eventually that he's called Smooth Talker, which means he can kind of cast a suggestion on someone just by saying something to them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're awesome, man. I'm totally gonna do that for you." He has an ability called Raise the Stakes. So let's say in combat you're facing off against somebody who's a higher level than you are, or just a really powerful boss at the end. Well, he can take a minus on his critical attack, or he can score a critical attack on a 17 through 20 roll. However, his enemy can score a critical hit roll on a 19 on 20 on him. So it's raising the stakes in the game. It's, oh, I'm going to get a chance to hit you better, but so do you. Let's just go right down. I want to talk about his 20th level ability because it's really awesome. It's called 52 Pickup, and it's this evocative image that I came up with. Cardmaster takes a full deck of playing cards, or 2 full decks of playing cards, and tosses them into the air. And as the cards fly around him, he pushes the magical energy within his body into the cards, and they act as both sword and shield, forming a protective network around him in a 10-foot radius burst. So they act as difficult terrain for anyone moving in. People or opponents other than the Cardmaster, of course, that are inside this 10-foot radius burst take damage, and there's a miss chance on any attack that is done to the Cardmaster because the cards try to act as a shield. And any card ability that he does, his card throw, his wild card, and a couple of others, gain a bonus to attack rolls when this ability is activated. He can activate this once per day at 20th level. Of course, he's got a list of spells. He does his spells have cantrips, so he's got 0 level spells all the way to 6. And I don't feel like really going into all of them. Needless to say, though, they are drawn from Core Rulebook, Advanced Player's Guide, and Ultimate Magic. They're all marked with asterisks for which book they can be found in. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Cardmaster. Like I said in the beginning, if anybody's interested and they want to play test this for me, I would appreciate the help. And remember, It's all in the cards.